Hey guys, welcome back to the theory lesson series. In this video we're going to talk a little bit about ear training and things that you can do to strengthen your ear. Specifically, we're going to give ourselves song references for melodic intervals so we can recognize these intervals a little bit more quickly. Takes training on the side. You could do this with a friend, have somebody sit at a piano and guess intervals, but it's nice to have song references, stuff that we are already familiar with, although we'll talk about it later. There are other ways to go about it. So we're looking at all the chromatic intervals from a perfect unison to a perfect octave. So I'll give you ascending musical references, song references, and there are descending references as well to hear the interval going down, but I would always just kind of flip it in my head so I don't have to remember so many songs. Just kind of flip the interval around and then use my ascending interval. And of course you'll break away from that eventually. But so a perfect unison is the exact same note, right? So shouldn't be too much mystery there. But if you need a song reference, Jingle Bells, right? The first 6 repeated notes of Jingle Bells. Minor second, which is just a half step, C to D flat. Great reference is the main riff from Jaws. You can hear the closeness of those notes to one another. And maybe that's an out-of-date reference for some folks, but definitely a big part of pop culture there. Major second, we could think Frere Jacques, so C to D. Frere Jacques, the first 2 notes there. It's nice to have it be the first 2 pitches, ideal. Frere Jacques, or Happy birthday, bum 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 da da dee da. Happy birthday is a nice one because you get the ascending and descending. A minor third, we're going from C to E flat. So this is all using C as our tonic, obviously. C to E flat, minor third. Brahms' Lullaby. So that's another one that gives you descending, ascending and descending. And it's nice to sing those as you play them. So I think that'll strengthen your ability to pick it up and identify them. Major third, C to E. When the Saints. Oh, when the Saints. Da, 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 da. Oh, when the Saints. Major third. Perfect fourth. C to F. Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. A tritone, so in between a perfect fourth and a perfect fifth. This should definitely be one that reaches basically everybody. The Simpsons, the opening 2 notes of the Simpsons theme song. So that's C to F sharp or C to G flat, however you want to think about it. Very dissonant interval, but cool that they use that. The Simpsons, da, da, da. C to F sharp on the tritone there. Perfect fifth, C up to G. Star Wars theme song, I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but there it is. Da, 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 dee, da, those first 2 notes. A minor sixth is going to be C to A flat. And I'm I'm doing it in this lower register because I wouldn't be able to sing those higher notes. Not that I can really sing these anyways, but you know, it's nice to hear them in different registers. And hearing it in a bassier tone in a lower register was always difficult for me, in particular on the piano. Maybe because of the sustain, I don't know. But anyways, minor 6, C to A flat. In My Life by the Beatles, the instrumental intro. There are places I remember. Major 6, we're going C to A. The NBC tone. NBC, C to A. Minor 7th, I've never really been able to find a good one for that, but that's going to be C to B flat, and there's a portion of Away in a Manger, the line that says, little Lord Jesus, da-dee-da-da-da-da, is a minor 7th, C to B flat. Major 7th, this is an old song by Aha, I believe that's the band name. C to B, major 7th. Take on Me, the intro or the little riff is da 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 da, and then the chorus, take on me, take on me. So you might be able to find a better one for that, but I'll mention something else in a moment that could also be a nice substitute. And then a perfect octave, C to C. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Bottom. But perfect octave is usually an easier one to hear if you're just starting this stuff out. So, nice to use a song reference. You can get in as much detail as you like. It's not that you necessarily have to do it that way, but I think it makes things immediately more familiar, recognizable, just easier to manage that information. Now, there is also solfege. One other thing I was going to say about that is take those intervals and then put them in different keys. So, you know, try and sing one interval. Give yourself a reference pitch and try and sing that interval using your song references. And then just change the pitch on yourself and try and sing the interval based off of that pitch as your reference. Can be a nice little challenge because your brain is just, you're trying to get your ear to go in and out of different keys. So good way to train the ear. Anyways, you can use solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you have sung that a lot, that can be a great way to hear these intervals. In particular, the diatonic intervals of a major scale. Do, re, do, do, mi, do, do, fa, do, do, sol, do, do, la, do, do, ti, do, 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 do. There's a bunch of different ways that you could sing that and do it away from an instrument and then go check yourself, or do it with the instrument initially and then pull back. And there's also ear training books that will definitely work you to the max and get you the most return for that effort. But these are nice little shortcuts to think about, and you can get a lot of utility out of them, especially if you're singing. I mean, even if you're not singing or not a singer such as myself, singing those intervals is very helpful. Just like trying to hear something that you're playing, sing it, and you will be much more connected to that music. Being able to control your voice and find those pitches, and your ear is going to pick it up a lot quicker, and you're going to feel more confident about being able to find those notes if it's just like a riff or a melody that you're playing on the guitar. Anyways, guys, have fun with that. There are also some great websites out there that offer free ear training. Whether it be rhythm or pitch. So I highly recommend checking those out. But this can be a nice self-test for yourself or to do with somebody else, and I think you'd see some immediate results from it. So have fun with it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.